Anywho, what is? Hang on one second. Let me get myself together here. Hang on. There we go. Okay, now we're good. I think. Yeah, here we go. All right, put it in first. Down. There we go. Anyway, what is up, One Spoke family, One Spoke riders? This is Shero here, Eric, Raccoon. You'll hear all the three names probably thrown around at some point. Just wanted to try one of these vlogs. Nick is kind of king of these things. It's not really my thing. I'm learning as I go here. But figured I would get out and ride on this nice Memorial Day weekend. Thank you, buddy. See? There are nice people in the world still. Anyway, so just kind of heading out on the bike. The audio got kind of messed up on my original microphone, so I'm kind of like overdubbing it to see if we could make it sound a little better. But either way, I figured I'd take a little ride out and maybe just discuss a couple things and see what's going on. To me, I was just kind of thinking about bike clubs or bike groups and things like that. How you don't see many of them anymore out and about. We're in Seaside now for this ride. I'm sorry for the camera angle. I'm using a chest camera. I thought it would look better. Definitely failed, but it's fine. Either way, I think a lot of that bike culture that started kind of as something that was different, which kind of made you draw to people, it became like a family because it wasn't like the norm. And it became a family in and of itself, where it was a brotherhood, it was a sisterhood, it was like a dynamic that was different, you know? But as we've gone in time, I sort of think, even when you have shows like Sons of Anarchy, or I think the Mayhems was like an offshoot, but even with all those things, I sort of think we've lost the culture of riding and bike clubs and, you know, meetups and things like that. I personally, I'm a fireman, and I think it's kind of the same ideal, which is probably why I'm thinking about it more, is that mindset of being a family and knowing whose kids are whose, and like knowing their birthdays and things like that. That sounds so simple, but it's really not. You know what I mean? It's a very deep way to like relate this to somebody else. So that whole culture, I think, has just been lost over time, and it just because things are getting younger and younger, I guess, and we're, I guess they would call them old heads. Like, I guess like the old people are leaving out of this culture because they either can't ride because of just stuff, or they're just, you know, they just passed away. I think that nice. Look at that carpet. Wow, I'm like a squirrel. Sorry. Wow, that was a nice car. Anyway. So I just think that culture has sort of been lost, and I think I can't blame anyone, because really it's kind of up to us. It's up to us to do this. It's up to us to bring this back. It's up to us to be a family. It's up to us to be a culture that's inviting. It's up to us to not say, hey, well, you have this kind of bike, or you have that kind of bike, or you drive a dirt bike, or you drive that. It doesn't matter. I think the culture of just being on 2 wheels, 3 wheels, 4 wheels if it's a quad, I think that is a family in and of itself. We are people that have taken things differently, and we're doing things that we enjoy, and I think we should enjoy being a family together. I know it sounds silly. Look at the bay, isn't it so nice? But I think that is the point of kind of what we're trying to do here. I think One Spoke is that point. We are one spoke in the wheel, you know, and whether it's an actual spoked wheel or just, you know, different type of rims, it doesn't matter. The point is, that's what makes the wheel the wheel. It's what makes it go around. And I think all of us being together and realizing that our differences actually make us alike is kind of the best thing here. So again, I mean, I've stopped to get gas, and I've had guys on Harleys be like, hey, is that a blah 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 bike? And I'm like, no, easy there, doggy, easy there, easy. There you go. He's barking at me. But I think, you know, I mean, I've had guys the questions like, I said, no, it's, you know, this is a Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Custom 2020. You know, and I've had guys like look at it like, oh wow, that's like pretty cool. And I've also had the opposite side. I've had guys be like, well, why didn't you buy this brand of bike? And I think that's sort of like a thing that drives us in opposite directions, and it shouldn't. I think we should be just a family in the culture of what we are all doing. We all have these bikes. We all like to go out and ride. We all like to get together. Listen, it doesn't change the flavor of the beer depending on what bar you're at. It's gonna taste the same. So I think it's kind of one of those things. That's a bumpy road. Easy as a killer. Thank you. Oh, easy. Oh, we're supposed to go on. But I think us being one, and I think being a family, nice house, is a very big deal and a very big thing that we can all learn from. I think each other, even if it's not maybe the same brand. I think just learning, or just because you use a 3/8 or a 10 millimeter or whatever, it doesn't matter if it's metric or not. I think it's just we can all come together on the fact that we enjoy to ride. We enjoy to go out. We enjoy to do things together. We enjoy to have that wind in your face, or if you're wearing a full face, it doesn't matter. If you just enjoy being out and about on a bike. And that's what it's kind of all about. I mean, the bike that you're looking at now is it's a 2020 Kawasaki Volca 900 that I literally bought off the cuff in 2020, I think it was. As the dreaded Rona hit, I made a joke to my fiance as we were driving down the road. We passed a bike dealership, and I had said, I'm like, hey, well, everything's closing. I guess we can't go anywhere. I should just buy a bike. And she said, pull in. And being a guy, I'm like, okay, sure. Pulled in. She literally flipped the tag over, looked at the price per month. She was like, why are we talking about this? Just buy one. I'm like, okay. And again, for me, this was the affordable option. This was an option to get me back on two wheels. My first bike was a 1983 Yamaha Midnight Maxim, I believe, and that was my first one. It was nothing special, but Nick came with me to pick it up, and I learned on that bike, and it was trying. The bike was obviously older. I tried to do what I could, with the bike. That was a horrible left turn. Sorry about that. But I learned on that bike, and that was my baby for a while. And I had kids, and I had to sell the bike off. And once this hit, and she said go buy it, and obviously I bought one. But so again, it doesn't matter what year. I don't think it matters what. It doesn't matter what type. It doesn't matter what brand. It doesn't matter how and why you got it or why you got into it. I think, in my opinion, I think we are a family. And again, as we say, we are one spoke in a wheel. We are one of a piece of, if one part of this fails, then we all fail. You can't really have, if the spokes in the wheel start to break, the wheel's not as strong. And I think the more that we support each other, and the more that we encourage each other, and the more that we learn from each other, be it on either side of the fence, I think it's the best for everyone. I think we're all going to learn. I think we're all going to grow. We're going to have more things, and I think it's up to us to bring back this culture. I think it's up to us to bring back what was. It's up to us to bring back the families. It's up to us to bring back that bikerhood culture. And I know there's and I know there's clubs, yes, but what I'm saying is they're not as prominent as they used to be. And I don't mean that in the negative way. I don't mean in let's go out there and make riots. I just mean in the sense of that family, that brotherhood, that place where you can go to where where your brother and sister have your back. They're mine and I am yours, I guess, is kind of that statement. So, why is there a school bus at the beach? Why? Is it a field trip? I have no idea. Anyway. So, that's, I guess, all I'm trying to say. I'm riding around. I know I'm just babbling on, but I guess that's kind of what a vlog is. Just a bunch of babble, right? You're just talking about stuff. Please do not judge me on the safety of my riding. We are now almost heading to Seaside Heights, actually. But again, I do have a clip somewhere of I rode in Seaside a little while ago, and the pagans were out here, and kind of a different example of one of the clubs. They literally line the streets. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the clip, and maybe we can add it here. where it'll show how it was, and literally they were like lining the streets down, and there was no problems, no nothing. It was just a bunch of, you know, brothers and sisters in the same community that wanted to, you know, do a certain thing or be all together. And this was pre whole COVID being lifted thing. But either way, just that's my ramble for the day. This is my this is Sharo, Raccoon, Eric, whatever you guys want to call me. Do my little vlog. I'm stuck behind this car. Be way cool if that car wasn't there. There you go, duck cover. There you go. Oh, there you go, laddie. So, again, I guess the main takeaway, in my opinion, would just be the reason why we ride is different for everyone. But I think the difference for everyone should be the part that we don't focus on. We should focus on the fact that we all ride. Be that on-road, be that off-road, be that for competitions, or be that just for regular life. I think this is why we do what we do, and I think that should bring us all together. And I think bringing back that culture, something that we could teach our kids. And in a world that tries to make everyone separate by putting labels on things, I think we should be a world and teach our kids to be a world that's all together. That our differences almost draw us together. So you're different, well, yeah, I'm different too. And I think that makes us, since we're both different, we're the same. And that's sort of, I guess, the point of what I'm trying to say here as I'm trying to ride around. Dude, can you move? Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So that's me. That's my vlog. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna stop. There's kids crossing. Be mindful of children, please. See? Oh, was a big traffic loss. And just have fun out there. Try not to worry about who's on what and why they do it. Let's just, hey, you ride, I ride. Like, let's all be friends. Let's all be family. At some point, I guess, is, you know. So, as I head back down over to the sawmill on the right hand side there, and Seaside Heights, we will end the video. And guys, again, have fun, ride, get out there, do the thing, get on two wheels, and just enjoy it. So, Sharo, out.
A few moments later.
I mean, oh, that ramp. I really want to go up that ramp. Oh, I have played Grand Theft Auto.